Particularly hard by Saturday's storms. Some neighbors there are complaining about a lack of storm shelters that could have been used. We got a call from a concerned viewer Saturday asking if the shelter in Vestavia was open. The city officials tell us several city staff members have met at two buildings in Liberty Park that have been used for shelter during storm events. During sporting events, rather. Now, leaders tell us those buildings need some work before they can be officially considered considered a shelter by Jefferson County EMA.
The shell is there. Some of these items they're unbudgeted dollars, but we don't anticipate them being a super high cost. Gathering quotes, making sure we have all of the information that we need, which we feel like we do. We've already been in touch with Jefferson County EMA.
McCauley says she hopes to have a more finalized plan for upgrading the shelters in the next couple of weeks. Once that happens, a plan will be presented to the city council.
Now, more than a dozen tornadoes ripped through our state this weekend, destroying hundreds of homes and businesses. Now nonprofits, they're stepping up to help their neighbors rebuild their lives.
Your reporter Lauren Harkson talked with one of the largest and most impactful nonprofits in our area, the American Red Cross. And Lauren, what are they doing right now to help families who really need it?
Well, Steve, Brittany, as soon as it was safe to do so, the Red Cross had boots on the ground in some of the hardest hit areas, Chilton, Shelby, and Talladega counties included. Red Cross spokesperson David Rauch tells me they spent time in Maplesville today. This is some of the damage off County Road 341, where a mobile home used to stand here. The Lopez family actually lived here, but there are hundreds of other families also in need, and that's where the Red Cross steps in. Rauch tells me they've spent the last few days passing out warm meals and giving out cleanup kits that have brooms, mops, disinfectant, blankets. He says it's all to give these hurting families a starting point.
You know, one of the biggest things that we do is give people a sense of wholeness after a disaster. You know, they've had their lives turned upside down. They don't have necessarily safe shelter. They don't necessarily have their next warm meal. They don't know where to begin. So our goal is to make sure we can work with people to help them begin the recovery process, because based off what I've seen, it's going to be a long one.
So if you lost your home in the storms and you're in need of help, Rauch is encouraging you to call 1-800-RED-CROSS. They'll be able to give you some more resources and help you start over. Steve?